Hi everyone, it's Tammy and welcome to day 2 of the 12 cards of Christmas. What we're going to be making today is this cute little spider card, and it is just a little bit of stamping with embossing and then an embossed card base. I've already embossed the card base because I just didn't want to have to get up the big shot again, so I just went ahead and did them both together. And then the inside is just white so that you can put your note. So I'm making 2 of these cards. I am making one for me and one for one of you guys to win. So the rules are that you must be a subscriber, you must be at least 18 years old or have parental permission, because I do need your address to send this to you. You need to leave a comment with your name and your email address, and the winner will be chosen on or about the 15th of the month, so I would suggest that you have your comment in by the 14th. And you need to respond to my email asking you for your address by the 20th of October, or the next winner will be chosen. I'm going to be sending this in a standard envelope, so not an additional envelope will be sent. So you'll just get the envelope that it comes in, and the card will be blank. So it will look just like this when you receive it. The envelope that will be with it will be the one that is addressed to you. So it will, obviously have your name and address on it, but because I'm sending them in the same size envelopes, I can't include another one. So unfortunately, you're going to have to provide your own card or your own envelope if you want to send this out. But it is a really cute card, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm putting these notes over here so that I will have them for the next time. And like I said, I've already embossed the card base, and I did that using this Stampin' Up! Hexagonal embossing folder, so I wanted to show you that. Now, I am an independent stamping demonstrator, and all of my links to shop are down below. That is not necessary that you purchase anything or any of that. I just want you guys to know. And I am not using all Stampin' Up! Products for these cards. I do use a lot because I am a customer as well as a demonstrator, and I think that they have great products. But you will see that I have used lots of other products as well, because I also know that there are great ones everywhere. So this is a piece of basic black, and I just have a piece of Whisper White on the inside. And then I'm going to put this piece of orange, I think it's pumpkin pie, I'm not even positive. I'm going to put that right here. There's a really nice place where the embossing folder stops, so I just like to put this right up against there, and it fits the whole height of the card. And then this piece of white is going to go here, but first we need to put some color on it, and to do that we're using this Distress ink in Seedless Preserves by Tim Holtz. And then you just use your little dauber, and I like to start kind of off the page and then work my way around. There we go, just like that. Ooh, I just ripped some of that off. Hazard of the job. So these are the mini distress inks, and it's kind of nice because these little circles fit right inside and they stay in there. So I just use them, put it back in my case, and I need that for one more thing. I'm going to emboss from a stamp set called Bitty Boos that is retired from Stampin' Up. So I just have this stamp that says Boo. This is from 2001, so it is old. And I'm going to put it down here toward the bottom. And I'm using Versamark to stamp it. I'm just going to clean it. And I think I'm done with that for now as well, so I'm getting rid of some of that. I'm going to use my white embossing powder and just pour that on, and then I'm going to shake it off. One thing that I didn't do this time or last time is the embossing folder, or embossing buddy. I should have used that because that helps embossing powder not stick to where you don't want it to stick, and you can kind of see how it's all around the boo, and that's because the ink is a little wet too, just because I just put that on. So I didn't learn from the first time I did it. And actually I'm kind of wondering if that will look kind of cool with all of that little, because it's not a lot, it's just a little bit. It might be like boo and have like some effects on the side, so I think I'm just going to go with that. I could take a brush like I did with this one and I like wiped off the excess, but I kind of think I might like it, so I'm gonna leave it. And this is just my heat gun, and you kind of need to let it warm up for about 10 or 15 seconds before you start, which again I did not do. So with this will start melting here. Oh, it's already melting. And you can watch it melt, which I think is really cool. I never get sick of that. I think it's a neat technique. Now I think I'm finished with this for now. And I am going to go ahead and draw the little spiders on. Oh, and see how it did that? The little effects. I think it's kind of cool. So I kind of like it. So I figured out that if I drew the little spider first with the broad end of a pen or a marker, I'm going to draw one over there, and I'm going to draw one over here, and then I'm going to make my big one down here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do his legs. 2, 3, 4 legs on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4 legs on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one might start there. And then these are going to be off the page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want to make them fuzzy and hairy. So what I did with that one was I just drew like an X, and then I just kept filling in the X. But I think that doing it this way is going to be a little better, and I'm just going to take my pen and go straight out from what would be the middle, making some of them a little longer than others, some of them a little shorter than others. I just want him to look fuzzy and spooky. So I'm just not really paying much attention, just haphazardly drawing just little lines out. Again, the different lengths I think makes it look even better. And I kind of like to go around a couple of times to fill in any areas that I think might not have had enough. So just in all of my experience of drawing spiders, which is not extensive. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same with this one, only his hair is going to be a lot shorter. And you guys might be wondering why I'm not using the thin side of the Stampin' Up! Marker. It's because that one wasn't working that great. So I had to switch. And if I was going to be using any water with this or coloring it in any way, I wouldn't want to use just a regular pen because it certainly would oh, what's that called? It would smear, whatever that's called. Like, it would totally not look the same. Smear, I guess, is a good word, but that's not the word I was looking for. But because I'm just doing it on this card and not going to be doing any treatment to the card, or it will be fine. Okay, so when you have enough on there, then you are done. And we need to put our, oh, let's put this on the card first because it's way easier to put your double-sided tape on. This is like snail adhesive before you put the googly eyes on. So let's put that just centered. Did I put the inside in? Yes, okay. And then now let's go ahead and do our eyes. Now I know I have smaller googly eyes than the smallest ones I found here, but I cannot for the life of me find them, and I've spent over a half hour looking for them, and I figured that that was too much time. So if you have smaller ones, by all means you could use those, but I can't find mine. So, and I know I have a ton of them, but I don't have any clue what I did with them. 'Tis the season for googly eyes for sure. So I'm going to put these down on the biggest one, which I think is funny. And then these are the smallest ones I have that I could find, I guess. Goodness, this one does not want to be picked up or placed anywhere. I suppose you could put the glue on the back of the eye, and there are some adhesive eyes, but I find this easier for me. So there we go. It's very cute. This is card number 2. So again, this one could be yours. I'm going to write on here card 2. I will write it where the stamp will go. This is open to international, so I don't have any problem sending it to you. Just the same rules apply. Card number 2, and I'm going to put spiders, so I will know. So this could be your card. Again, just leave a comment with your name and email address, and I will pick the winner on or about the 15th, and you have until the 20th to get back with me before I pick a different winner. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Happy Halloween.